Hello everyone, and welcome to Thoughts from the Throne 17. Oh, I'm excited, I'm amped, I'm jacked. It's Bound for Glory weekend. And in case you've been living underneath a rock or something like that, last night on Impact Wrestling, myself and Drew Galloway, we won the tag team main event. And due to TNA management and Dixie Carter making a special stipulation, I am now in the Bound for Glory main event. That's right, it's a three-way dance for the TNA World Heavyweight title. And it's right outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, my home state, in front of my people. You do not want to miss this event. I don't like EC3, but he's a phenomenal talent. Drew Galloway, he's one of the absolute best in the business. And everyone knows who I am. And I feel like I've been in a career resurgence recently. And I've been training so hard. I've been working out in the ring. I've been doing everything I need to do, killing it in the cardio room. I feel like I'm unbeatable right now. It's time for me to give that happy ending to all the fans who've been chanting, Hardy, 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 and to the people who've been tweeting, Matt Ford Champ, Matt Ford Champ. Everyone who supported Matt Hardy, it is time to have that fairy tale ending. It happens this Sunday night at Bound for Glory. If you can't be there live, then you can get it on pay-per-view, and I recommend you getting it. It's going to be a great show from top to bottom. And not just me. I'm not the only Hardy that's going to be on it. Jeff Hardy is back. He got rehired by Dixie last night, and he's going to be there. He's going to be the special guest ref, so that guarantees that I get a fair shake in this match. So I'm excited. The Hardy Boys, North Carolina, TNA's biggest pay-per-view of the year. How can you possibly miss that? I promise it is going to be the event of the year. Great card, top to bottom. Speaking of Jeff, I wanted to throw out a little story about Jeff from our independent days. In 1995, we were driving back from an independent show in South Carolina. It was myself and it was Marty Garner. The guys who know Marty, you'll probably know him as Champagne. First name Sham, last name Payne. And as we were driving back, we had a 3-hour drive or so. And as we were driving, we were in my little CRX, and it only had 2 seats. Myself and Marty were in the front. Jeff was the young boy in the car, so he had to ride in the back, which was almost just like a little bench, and I called it the chamber. That was the name of that little area. If 3 of us rode in my yellow CRX, the smallest guy had to get in the chamber, or the young boy had to get in the chamber. So Jeff was in the chamber. And as we were driving back from South Carolina, myself and Marty, we got into a talk about religion and about revelations, and more or less we were really talking about what it would be like if you were on earth whenever the actual rapture happened. And we got into the deep conversations, and we started talking about the pros and cons of the Bible and everything else. And at some point we said, oh, Jeff, what do you think about that? And Jeff had been right behind our seat in the chamber, and then Jeff didn't respond. And then Marty turned around and said, hey, Jeff, hey, we just asked you, what do you think about that? And Marty looked at me and said, Matt, Jeff's not here. Jeff's gone. And I said, what? And I pulled over and stopped the car, and I looked behind the chair, and Jeff was gone. He was disappeared. Marty broke down. He started crying. He said, oh, my God, we were talking about the rapture, and it happened. Jeff went, but we didn't. We're still stuck here. And he started praying, dear God, I'm so sorry. I confess all my sins. Please forgive me. We got out of the car. Jeff wasn't anywhere to be found. And then eventually, Jeff said, hey, guys, I'm in the trunk. And what happened was, in the little chamber, there was a compartment that you could pull down and climb into the trunk of a CRX. Anyone who has a CRX knows about this. And somehow we were so enthralled with each other's conversation and this discussion that Jeff was able to pull that down, roll himself over, and get into the trunk and squeeze in there with our baggage in the back. He totally got us. It was one of the most amazing Jeff Hardy ribs of all time, for sure. And we thought we were stuck on Earth and everything was going down. It was absolutely amazing. Okay, fan question. My fan question this week from Twitter is on Twitter, it's a great fan of Man Jeff Hardy. It's Courtney Franks, and she is at Hardy Girl Fan. Her question was, since we're on the subject of Thoughts from the Throne, what was your first Halloween costume? I was a bumblebee. Oh, very interesting question. I actually dressed my son Maxwell up in a little Halloween costume today, took a couple photos. The first Halloween costume that I can remember, oh, look, I have an assistant. This is my son Maxwell, and as you can see, he's dressed as a pumpkin today. The first Halloween costume I can remember being in was dressed as a robot, and Jeff was a witch. And I think we have a picture of that. If I'm not sure, if we do, we'll probably go to that photo right now. So I've had some pretty interesting Halloween costumes over the year, but one of my favorite may have been when myself and my wife went a little while back as Fat Hardy and a cheeseburger. Right? That was a good one, wasn't it, son? I hope you guys have enjoyed Thoughts from the Throne. Get ready. This Sunday at Bound for Glory, it is time for a brand new era in TNA. The era of Stronger Than Death, because just like the promotion, the man, Matt Hardy, who will soon be the champion, will not die. Enjoy, guys.
Keep coming back. I got a family to feed.